We continue to watch some stuff. We watched. There's all this buzz online right now on Twitter and everything, and people are talking about this match that Will Ospreay had with this kid named Micahel Oku, and it was on Rev Pro, and I was like, let's fucking watch it. So we put it on. It was awesome. It lived up to the hype. Meltzer gave it 5 stars. It was pretty freaking amazing. You can tell when Will Ospreay wrestles. I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm gonna fucking say this right now. Will Ospreay, if he's not the best in the world right now, he's top 3. Easy fucking peasy. Like he's that good. And when you see him wrestle on like this indie show, he looks like he's really trying to help a young guy like Micahel Oku, like see his potential and grow as a wrestler and put on just good matches for just any company that he works for. And it was so fucking good. We had fun watching it. I wish the quality was a little bit better, but it was really good. I'm okay with a little dirty quality, being like a little punk rock kid myself. So
yeah, I was. The match was incredible. The quality. I mean, I never thought I would say this about a wrestling company, but GCW has better production quality than Rev Pro. It's rough, particularly the lighting at times, particularly early, and the camera work. I don't know how Jake Manning managed it on $5 Wrestling, but talk to him about that. His camera work was a lot better than whoever they had here. But production aside, the match was really, really good. Micahel Oku, I don't know how big he was before this. I mean, he was pretty difficult to find any information about, so probably not. But this guy is on his way to being a star someday, I think. Ospreay gave him a lot. He made him look like a star. Made him look like someone who was more or less on his level up until the finish. But yeah, this was a really, really solid match. If you're into, I wouldn't quite call it a spot fest. There was definitely psychology and storytelling behind it, but it definitely kind of leans more into that type of indie style. But it was really good. Good psychology. Ospreay looked great. Micahel Oku looked great. Fantastic stuff.
The story was good too. He was crushing him at the end after he was hanging with him, and then as soon as Ospreay finally got the upper hand, he the idea was that he was putting him in his place, and then he was pissing off the kid's family, and it was really freaking awesome. One of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this match though too is because there's been this Twitter war going on between Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. It's so obviously a work, but there's so many people that are getting worked by it. There's so many people that are buying it, and they're fighting online. I've even seen some fighting on Reddit and stuff, and I can't fucking believe that people are buying it. It's okay that people are buying it.
It's not the first time they've done this either.
You're right, and Kenny, he wants to the reason what Kenny is doing. I can tell exactly what he's doing. When everybody was talking about Okada versus Will Ospreay, because not enough people are talking about Will Ospreay being as good as he is. It's not as mainstream pro wrestling as when Kenny wrestled Okada and there was all that hype. But when everybody was talking about that match, people were talking to Kenny the same way, but more in a shoot way. Like Jim Cornette was talking shit about him, or we keep mentioning his name a lot, but people were like, oh, I can't believe people are saying that this is the greatest match of all time, blah, 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 bullshit, Ric Flair, blah, 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 this. He's doing exactly what those people were doing to Will Ospreay, so people will talk more about it. Because people should be talking about Will Ospreay. He knows. He's not stupid. One of the things he said was, oh, you keep sending in your little cam footage from your little indies, and
fan cam footage.
It's different. Yeah, it's different than working big pressure main events on TV and in big arenas in the Tokyo Dome. You think Kenny Omega doesn't know that Will Ospreay had main evented the Tokyo Dome just a couple of weeks ago or a few weeks ago?
I mean, if he didn't, then we know that New Japan is fucked.
Straight up. But it's very obvious to me what's happening here. I don't think that they're even trying to get a match out of it, but they absolutely could get a match out of it. I think it's just Kenny he's taking care of this kid. He's taking care of Ospreay. He's looking out for him. That's how I see it.
Yeah, and I think he kind of always has, from what I understand. I know that he even talked to Ospreay before he left New Japan, that him and they talked to him and Jay White that they're going to be the ones that are going to have to carry the Western expansion in the promotion.
Yeah, as the Gaijins, yeah.
Yeah, I think Jay White. I mean, not no offense to Jay White, but like he has not been used well since the pandemic hit, and some of that's not anyone's fault really, but now he's in Impact where we're like kind of slightly interested in it because it's Bullet Club, but at the same time it's
talent
Impact,
change,
so we don't really want to watch it.
Yeah, he's like Will Ospreay is just the other kid, Micahel Oku. He said on Twitter, he's like, man, Kenny Omega downplaying that I got a 5-star match is not how I would see not how I thought my 2022 was gonna go. And then Kenny Omega responded, and he's like, never meet your heroes, kid. Like, that's he's fucking working, and people are buying it. And it's good that people are buying it. I think that's good. I think it's even better that people are buying it, but I can't believe that people are buying it. And we did watch a Will Ospreay match, or we watched Okada versus Ospreay. And if you haven't watched that match, go out of your way to watch it. Mm-hmm. Like, this match with Oku was really good, but I would say the match at Wrestle Kingdom was way better, and you should watch that if you haven't seen Will Ospreay or haven't seen him in a while to see what we're talking about. He might be the best in the world right now, and I want to hear Brose's thoughts on Ospreay and stuff.
Well, I've been watching this Micahel Oku Ospreay match, just the highlights, and dude, this is insane.
Oh yeah,
the girlfriend gets. I'm assuming the girlfriend gets involved. I think it's a girlfriend.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out who she was the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know who she is, but
she did a lot of screaming and whatnot throughout the match. It was weird.
Yeah, I have it muted, just playing right now, and dude, it's insane the spots that they're doing. This Micahel Oku guy, he flubbed up a couple times, but dude, it's insanity, and I shouldn't expect less from an Ospreay match, honestly, but it's so good.
Well, and real quick to kind of add to that with like a few flubs is that a lot of like people who are younger or like new to the business, they tend to get like really tripped up by those botches and whatnot. Like there's like the
he
time
covered
on the top
it,
rope,
yeah.
but he immediately just like fixed
when
it.
He tried to springboard, yeah.
Like he just wouldn't. He was like, well, that didn't work, but I'll just go for something else. Whereas a lot of other people that are younger and whatnot, they tend to like that just impacts their psychology for the rest of the match.
It really does. And you know what? I'm in the school of like, if it's sloppy sometimes, that's okay, because it's sloppy is one thing. If you botch like hard and it completely derails the match, that's one thing. But if you're a little sloppy here and there, that's totally fine, because in a real fight, it's going to be sloppy. Nobody looks fucking crisp in a real fight. Have you ever seen a real fight? It looks fucking ridiculous. But and to me that adds like a sincerity to a match. When you do that, like there's a difference between Ruby Soho's botch that was hilarious and this kid like almost messing up a springboard but like catching it right away. Or like they did that Poison Rana and it was a little messy, but Will Ospreay still landed on his head, right?
Exactly.
And like stuff like that, like that's fine to me. I think that stuff actually makes it even a little bit better in some cases.
Oh my god, dude, I'm watching the finish. The hidden blade.
Yeah, he did it like he did it so many times to him.
Some of the times way less hidden.
Well,
oh my god.
He actually went for the storm, or not the Stormbreaker, the hidden blade multiple times, and the kid kept dodging it. He kept getting out of it, and then he finally kicked out of it. So then Ospreay hits him with it big time, then picks his ass back up, and then hits it with him when he's looking at him, like in the front, because the kid's so dazed. So when he finally gets it, he's like, okay, now you're gonna fucking feel the hidden blade. It was
incredible.
It's brilliant. The match
Dude,
was
Ospreay
brilliant.
is the best in the world right now, and I wholeheartedly believe that.
I think so too.
Oh my god!
If he's not the best, he's top 3. Go out of your way to watch Ospreay versus Okada, then tell us about it on Twitter, what you thought about the match. I want to know what you guys think about the match out there in the listener land.
Wow.
So yeah, that was our recap.